It is currently 9:55 on this Thursday evening. Nice 46 degrees out with the pre-workout in a water bottle. Because I lost my shaker bottle and didn't feel like looking for it for too long. Tonight we have legs. It's going to be primarily a quad dominant lift, but I'll definitely throw some hamstrings in there. I think my camera's falling. Oh gosh, I'm gonna crash. Okay, that's good enough. So yeah, quad dominant workout, hit a little bit of hamstrings. Hoping it's gonna be a good one. It's been a very long week this week, but very productive at the same time. A little bit later than the typical lift. I had to go meet up with a friend, meet up with a buddy and his family, and kind of hang out with him for dinner. So it was nice. Still got to make time for that workout, even if it's late. Got to get the gains somehow. Can't get them by going to bed and skipping lifts. So definitely gonna enjoy this lift. Enjoy this nice pump. Hopefully the gym is empty. I bet it will be, more than likely. This gym typically is only busy from like 3 p.m. to about 7. Then it's not too bad. So let's hope it stays like that. I'm trying to think of what the thought of the day will be. Okay, so the thought of the day is from C.S. Lewis. He's a world-renowned author. His quote is, "Aim for heaven and you get earth thrown in. Aim for earth and you'll get neither." Driving over a bridge, so wait a second. So typically, or not typically, essentially what that means is if in everything that I do throughout life, if I'm aiming at what glorifies God, what gives God the glory, builds his kingdom up, and if I follow his path that he has put in place for me, then the things of the world will fall into place on their own. But if I follow the world, and if I just do what I want, just follow the plan that I want or the desires that I have, and completely cut God out of the picture, and don't trust him with my life, and instead put more trust in myself, I get neither. I don't get anything in this world, and I don't get the joys of heaven, the joys of knowing that God is in control of my life. I think that's something that a lot of people do, and it's something that I still do, I struggle with, but taking a daily approach, trying to manage that better, because man, you'll miss out on a lot of joy in every aspect of your life, just by simply not trusting God, not following God. It's really sad to see, and it's something that I've noticed in myself, and that I hope many other people can notice for themselves, because even just recently, it has changed my outlook on a lot of things. It's changed the way that I live my daily life for the better, and I really like it. But anyway, without further ado, I will be pulling up to the gym in about 3 minutes, so let's get this lift going.
I heard that you got a great mind. I don't think that we need this time. She fell in love with a shoe. I call that girl put on my block. She asking me what it's to. I'm smoking a lot. I take off my shoes. You ain't killing what you funny, what your funny about. Ain't this baby unless you stop harassing all the out. I'm just ignorant like my mama ain't get this shit to pop. So you can't hop a bitch and you never see a block. You can't scream my team, your niggas never pop the eye on God.
A little bit of a lift, oh gosh, lift update. There was people here earlier, so I didn't feel like talking to myself and looking like a goofball. But now that they're gone, I can talk to myself and feel normal. I don't know if that's good or bad, but started out with 2 sets of 225 on squat to a fail. First one I got on video, second one I like misclicked the record, of course, and didn't get it. Then did 2 sets of adductor and abductor, still fail. Now onto the wonderful hamstring portion of the lift. I'm gonna do some laying down hamstring curls. 2 sets to a fail. And my problem recently with this is keep my lower back really tight. And obviously you're gonna get a contraction and stretching your hamstring, but it's taken away the gain from that because I'm focusing on my lower back. So probably just gonna try to get a, words are hard right now, I'm dying. Get a better mind muscle connection with my hammies and try to release that back and see what we can do. So on with the show. Oh, my hand. That didn't feel good. And that doesn't sound good either. Trial number 2. Yeah, those are good. Ooh, very good. It might, side thought, it might look like I'm doing like half reps or partials or whatever you want to call them. And I guess in a way, it's technically not full range of motion because I'm not going 180 degrees with my oh my goodness, about to cramp. 180 degrees with my legs. But one of the things I've learned to get a better contraction, just overall burn in my hamstrings, and not like an overstretch where it's really uncomfortable and kind of spooky, is instead of going out a full 180 degrees, I'm stopping at like 120-ish. So instead of going all the way out, stopping about right here. Kind of the same thing I do with like dumbbell front delt raises. It's a mouthful. Because if you think about where your tension is, once you get below a certain point, it's just gravity pulling you down. Like you don't really have control of that weight past a certain point, and even up towards a certain point when you're curling and up with your legs. Once you pass a certain point, your momentum's gonna shift and you're not gonna have any tension. So I keep it in that tension zone for as long as possible. Keep that, what's the word? Keep that time under tension as well as mind muscle, and just try to keep that pressure on it for as long as possible. And it's definitely worked for me, it might not work for everybody, but I like it a lot. So now I'm gonna take a little bit more rest in between each of these 2 sets of failure. Try to take a good amount of rest so I have 2 quality sets instead of like if you're doing 3 or 4 sets or whatever, like what I used to do. I'd be dead by the 3rd and 4th set. And of course you're still getting the quality reps, but and quality to an extent. When you're toasted, I'd almost argue that like your 2 sets to a failure are more effective than your 3 and 4 sets because you're able to get more out of them if you take the adequate rest time. You able to get more out of it. Not a scientist, it's just my thoughts. On to set 2. I'm glad that's done. Those hurt very bad. Now it's onto some leg press. 2 more movements to the left. Leg press and then quad extensions. Always remember to hydrate. Feeling very toasted right now. I think part of it's because of how late it is. But hey man, you gotta put in that work. It is what it is. Two down, 0 to go. I don't even know if I can get up. I'm gonna stay here for a second. Sometimes the hardest part of leg press is getting out of the machine. It's terrible. And now if we do not a 360, 270 degree turn, we are at the wonderful quad extension. Last movement of the lift. I'm gonna catch my breath for a second and then explain what's going on. Greetings. So essentially, this last thing of the leg day is about to be very, very painful. One of my favorite things to do for quad extensions is I will set the brick on, not a lightweight, on the heavier side, but not like too heavy, where I can get a manageable set out of, get a very good burn, very good contraction. So on this quad extension, that is a 110-pound brick, and then these count by 10s, except for the 15-30, so it'll go 110, 90, 70, 50, 30, 10. And what I do, so start on the 110 brick, I will go until I physically cannot lift it at all, cannot move it. Pause anywhere between 15 and 30 seconds. Bump it to the 90 brick, same thing, till I cannot move it. Pause 15, 30 seconds, bump it to the 70 brick, till I can't, 50, 30, and then when I get to the 30, I'll typically probably do some single leg stuff, just like 5 swap, 5 swap, 5 swap, 5, until I can't move it. This is about to be a very long, painful set, but a phenomenal quad dominant leg day finisher. Let's get it. If I look like I'm dying on my face when I'm just talking normally, it's probably because I am. I'm exhausted, but again, gotta get to work. Gotta get big somehow, man. last brick, and I think I might die. Holy crap. Oh. I don't even know if I can do single leg, but we'll see. That's the finisher stack, or quad finisher, whatever you want to call it. Long, painful time under tension. Gym thought of the day. Anybody that believes that time under tension is irrelevant, I dare you to try this. It's so bad. But anyway, that concludes the it's so hard to talk. That concludes the leg day for today. Hopefully it was maybe not informational, but enjoyable to watch me suffer. Yeah, pretty good day. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Peace out.